Well, what do you do if you find information in an appraisal that is incorrect or inaccurate, or the methodology is inappropriate, or the analysis is incomplete? What do you do? Well, to pick up the telephone and call the appraiser is probably not going to be the best thing, because those uniform standards that we've discussed also have confidentiality requirements, and the appraiser can only speak with their client, and their client in the typical mortgage transaction is the lender. So if the appraiser can't talk to you and you can't discuss comparables or adjustments or data with them, well, what do you do? Well, all information to the appraiser needs to go through the client. And if the client is the lender, then you, along with your client, your buyer or seller, need to contact the lender to see if there's a process. Many lenders do have a process. It's an appraisal challenging process, or being able to give more information, and then you provide information to the lender, and then the lender provides that to the appraiser for comment. Now, in this situation, you do have a bit of an opportunity, but take advantage of it by giving really good, solid, detailed data. Give information about your subject, detailed information about the comparables. If you're unhappy about an adjustment on location, then download data from MLS into a spreadsheet and do an analysis of the difference of the two locations and show what the adjustment ought to be. Now, one quick note here, and I will add this, is really think long and hard before you file a complaint with the appraisal board against an appraiser. In the not too distant past, a real estate broker was unhappy that an appraiser wouldn't raise the value at the last minute so they could close, and actually wrote in their complaint to the appraisal board that we're all here trying to help the transaction close, and this appraiser will not help us close the transaction by upping their appraised amount by a certain amount of money, and took the appraiser to task. When the appraisal board dismissed the complaint, which is quite obvious they dismissed it, there was a discussion at that meeting of how would the appraisal board go about having the Attorney General's office take a look at the real estate broker for filing a complaint of that nature. So be very careful before you go accusing an appraiser of not doing the right thing when you in fact are trying to ask them to do something unethical.